All right, cool. All right, what's up, everybody? It's Winslow's Lounge here. We're gonna be doing an AMA with Funky over at ScareCRO Coin. We're just gonna do a review over the project, let him talk about future goals and pretty much anything related to the project. I'm gonna be putting this on my YouTube channel, so I know there's a lot of people in here that already know most of the scoop on the project, but I'm gonna ask some questions that probably have already been put out to the public, just so that anybody on my YouTube channel can check it out and maybe learn something new. Um, so Funky, if you could just like introduce yourself and just kind of give a brief breakdown of like the idea. How did you come up with the idea of this project? Um, like what do you see it doing? Long-term vision. What do you see it doing? Short-term goals. And also, I wanted to touch up on the Twitter background that you have. It says basically what was it? November, $1 a token. I wanted to kind of go over that. And is that something that we're going to be pushing for as far as pushing the project forward?
Right, that's a lot of questions, so I'll try and remember all of them. But yeah, firstly, yeah, I'm Funky. I'm one of the founders of ScareCRO. A lot of you probably know me already, but I'll just we'll have a recap because I haven't done an AMA for like a week because I've been traveling. So we launched around 3 weeks ago. I think 3 weeks tomorrow, and we had the project in development for about a month before we launched. We wanted to make sure we had everything set up and ready before we launched, make it professional, and have things to release as we went. And I think we did pretty well with that. We had like um, things to drop and partnerships and things every day pretty much for the first 2 weeks. So the long term goal, as you know, is for us to be a leader on Cronos. We're already positioning ourselves well for that. The short term goal is we're releasing our first NFT collection. It will be very soon. Basically, we're just waiting for the launchpad application to get back to us. So the artwork is almost finished. My partner, Squarosaurus, you probably know him as well. Um, he's been working hard on the artwork and it's basically finished. He's been dropping teasers as he goes, and it's had a really good reception. Um, I think everybody likes it from what I've seen anyway. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, man. The
I love it.
NFTs are
I can't
badass.
wait to mint myself, and I can't wait to see everybody's profile pictures. But we'll go into the NFTs in a bit more detail. We've also got a game coming up. We've got 4 partners now, which is Croj, obviously the biggest meme coin on Cronos, and we've got Croaky, who will be relaunching in a couple of months. So obviously that depends on their relaunch and how it goes. We've also got Baby Croj. Some of their team were invested in ScareCRO right from the beginning, as you were, Winslow. I think you called us like you might have been the first call, which is legendary. um, and also we had a new one today, Crony. They seem pretty legit, so we'd love to use their character in our game. But yeah, like we'll go into the game in more detail as well. But that's just an overview.
Yeah. So how did you come in contact with all these connections? Because man, I have to be honest. Like, I mean, I'm not like a veteran crypto person or anything like that, but in my short time, probably getting close to a year, I've been a part of a lot of projects and I've invested in a lot of different projects. And man, dude, like all those connections happening so quick is like either fate or you're like a fucking genius at marketing and making connections. So I'm like,
I mean,
I'm just trying to figure it out.
me and
Like,
my
what the
partner,
hell?
me and my partner Squarosaurus, we're fairly well liked. I mean, uh, we're just genuine guys, you know. We like to help out other people. Um, so doing things for other people, obviously you get favors in return, and people know that you're trustworthy. We've got good connections in all sorts in crypto on different chains. Like one of my friends, he runs a VC business, which I've helped out with in the past. So he gets in contact with loads of different influencers and things like that. And I mean, Cronos isn't a massive chain at the moment. So once you kind of get to know people, you get to know other people from them. And now, funnily enough, we actually have projects coming to us to partner, which I said I think in my first AMA this would happen, and everything's going according to plan. When people see our aim and our vision, they're going to be wanting to be a part of that. So now the kind of hard bit of getting partnerships is out of the way. We're going to be vetting and checking through the people who come to us.
Yeah, man, that strategy is legendary too. And man, like a lot of people have it twisted on how business actually works. Like if you don't show love, you don't get love, and that's pretty much in anything. So you guys have must before this project, just from seeing the things that y'all have accomplished, I feel personally like you guys have must have helped out a lot of people before y'all even came up with this idea, and before you guys launched it. You know, you've done a lot of favors for other people or just helped them out with their projects, anything of that nature. Is that true? Or
Absolutely, that like we've been working on other people's projects for a long time, and basically treating them like they're our own. You know, if we've made a lot of friends as we've gone on. I've been doing this for like a year and a half, maybe more. Um, and yeah, just the people who I've met, I've stayed in contact with, and we all help each other out, and I think that's the way it should be.
yeah, 100%, man. I totally agree. So, as far as like the people that I've seen, like I don't have a huge list of everybody you've collaborated with as far as like Twitter people and on Telegram, but I know I've seen people like Sadie's calls posting you. I've seen Comet posting you on different occasions. I've seen a lot of coins supporting you, such as Croj and Croaky. Of course, you know you got my support on Twitter and the Telegram chat and stuff. Nobody special, but I'm getting there. So
You'll get
I
there,
see a
man.
lot of people supporting you. So
Yeah, so
what
Sadie,
kind of support are you looking
we kind
for,
of
like in the future?
Sadie we picked up along the way. She just really liked the project. I think she's quite new herself, and she's been a very good supporter of us. Comet, I've been acquainted with him for a long time, like from way back, and I've got like friends of friends with him. So that was quite good to make the connection with him, and I think it kind of legitimized our project with him being a founder of Croj, for him to be supporting us from like I don't know what it was, day one or two, because he knew about that we were going to stealth launch quite a while before we did, just because one of my friends had seen our logo and he sent it to him and said, look, this looks cool. They've kind of adapted the Croj logo. So we've had obviously Twitter influencers like Maestro and Jamie Kingston, but we haven't really been going like mad on the marketing. We're very careful with who we get and who we partner with, because as you know, like not every cool channel or influencer is beneficial for the project. But we kind of know from trial and error, from experience, which ones work and which ones don't. We'll be trying to get some really. I feel like the avenue to explore is AMAs, because people really respond well to when we do AMAs, because they like to hear your voice and they like to hear that you're trustworthy and that you can speak and you have kind of leadership qualities. And I don't think that comes across well
Sure.
on just a text call. So I think what we'll be doing is getting some really big AMAs that will be after our NFT release.
Yeah, man, that's definitely a brilliant strategy. I see that working. Everything you guys have been doing has just been grinding y'all's asses off, and you know, Comet's a pretty cool guy. I've talked to him a few times. I don't kind of known him as long as you guys have, but he's just from talking to him a little bit. He's an awesome person to have interested in Scarecrow as well, just because
Absolutely.
everybody's growing, man. Everybody's growing in the crypto space, and having these friends can be super beneficial long term as well.
I think he understands our aim. He's a big supporter of Cronos, having his own project himself. But not just that, he understands that for us to grow this blockchain, the whole blockchain, we need to work together. And I think he can see that that's what we're trying to do. So he's been very supportive.
Awesome. What is your opinion, and where do you see the Cronos network being maybe in a year or two from now? Do you think it'll be like Ethereum big or what?
I think it has the potential to be the next Binance Smart Chain, to be honest, because the I see similarities with the way crypto.com market themselves as Binance. I think they're even a little bit better. They're trying to get into the mainstream, and that's what we need for crypto as a whole to grow. But for the blockchain, mostly, we need out people from outside. We all know the in depth about DeFi. We know all the different blockchains, but we need new investors to come in, and I think that's what crypto.com are trying to do. And I can see it being successful. The market is down and
Yeah.
it's bloody everywhere. But when that's what happened, I think it was a year and a half ago with BSC. They were in the right place at the right time. They released their blockchain, and it was the start of the bull run. And it just went crazy. BNB shot up. I think it went from like $6 to 600-700 in a couple of months. And honestly, I can see Cronos and Crow doing the same thing.
Yeah, man. And not only that, too, like I really believe in the Cronos network. It's my favorite one out of any of them since I've been in crypto. Um, and it's also good for like people like where I live, man. It's a lot easier to use the Crow network. It's in itself like I just download MetaMask and buy MetaMask, and I get my coins and buy. It's really that simple. But like
Well,
BNB
that
and all
that's the
that,
key.
it's a little different.
That's the key because I think crypto.com, they're going in a more regulated way than Binance, because obviously in the US especially, Binance is really difficult. I think in New York you can't buy BNB and various different places, but I think crypto.com have laid the groundwork better with on the legal side of it, so it's going to be a lot easier for them to grow.
Yeah,
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 absolutely.
man.
Yeah, Binance Exchange is banned in the United States, and so you really can't like directly like trade on their exchange or anything like that. Crypto.com is an American company. Um, we'll definitely see the network grow, and I think that we'll see the Crow network kind of be like the old smart chain days, and all these first generation meme coins like you guys. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if we see hundreds of millions and not $1 billion market caps on these coins. So it's
Yeah,
definitely very interesting time right now.
that's what I was thinking too, bro. Like especially all the ones that are like top tier right now, like ScareCRO and a few other coins that are doing real good, like Crotama and Croj and all of the above. But man, it's almost like a blessing to be a part of. Like it's like the beginning of something huge. Like that's what I think. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have a different opinion on it, but I see it being super beneficial for Scarecrow.
I feel like we're kind of in the pre-sale of the blockchain, if you see what I mean. Like it's kind of getting out there, but it's not really. It doesn't have the volume yet. But once the FOMO comes and people like come over from Ethereum and BSC, we're going to be the ones that benefit from that because we're already established and we've laid the groundwork. We've put the hard work in. we built up a user base, so we're going to be one of the first ones that they come to.
Yeah, absolutely. My prediction is about Q4, the World Cup starts, and crypto.com is going to be plastered on 2.4 billion keys around the world. I mean, it's going to be insane how much it's going to up, I think.
Absolutely. Like, I know they've gone for the American football route as well, but I think people underestimate how big the World Cup is for football. Obviously, you call it soccer. Literally every single country in the world is watching that. It has the highest viewing ratings out of like anything in the world. So almost every single person in the world is going to at one point see the name crypto.com, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, Funky. And I mean, the best part is, ScareCRO is right there in position to take advantage of that pump. I mean, you guys are first generation of meme coin on the Crow network. And I mean, solid project. Y'all know everyone in the space and outside the space. So you're all in a very good position right now, I think. Definitely something people need to keep tabs on.
Absolutely. And we don't really need to do anything different to what we're doing now. We're just building steadily, setting everything up for when the time's right. By the time the World Cup comes around, we'll be massively established. I think it's in November, so we've got like 6 months, maybe, I don't know, 5 months. So we'll be way into our roadmap, and we'll have a big user base already. So to add that extra FOMO on top, with when the advertising for the whole blockchain comes, yeah, we're in a fantastic position.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Kind of want to backtrack a little bit real quick. I've kind of been hearing some gossip about your NFT collection coming out. How awesome they are. I'm like really excited to actually get to see them and get to mint one. I do have.
Well, if you go into our chat, we've got loads of teasers pinned, and we've put them on Twitter as well, so you can take a look. They're incredible. I can say that because I didn't make them myself. My partner has made them, and he's very humble, so he would never say that. But I think they're one of the best I've seen.
Okay, that's awesome, man. So I was looking on the website, and y'all are saying like later on down the line, y'all want to have an NFT wager staking game.
Yes.
Could you describe that a little bit for me?
Right, so it's quite
Please.
a novel idea. I've never seen it done before, but it's definitely possible because we've spoken to like professional game devs who we will be working with. What we want to do is a PvP game. Let's say, for example, let's put it really basic. Me and you, we want to play the game. You will choose your character. So far, we've got 5. We've got Scarecrow, we've got Croj, we've got Crokey, Crony, and Baby Croj. So you'll choose your character. Let's say I play Scarecrow. Yeah. If I win the race against the other, hang on, let's backtrack a bit. What you do is you wager a bet on it. Let's say you both agree to stake $10 of Crow on it. You'll choose your character, and the winner of the race, the contract, will use that Crow, the staked. So from both of us, $10, it will be 20 in total. It will buy the token of the character you chose, and it will give it to the winner. So it will not only support the chart of us, it will support the chart of the other projects who've got their character in the game. If they're getting their community to play it as well, that'll obviously be playing it.
Okay.
Croj, or
we're
going to get more as well. Yeah. Exactly. People will have their favorites. I mean, people won't necessarily only use one character. I know people in here that are invested in more than one project. They might want to play as Scarecrow one day, or they might want to play as Croj the next day. But everything boils down to us getting more exposure. We'll have people playing holders from every established meme coin on Cronos. So that's going to get a lot of eyes on us.
Okay, awesome. So these first generation of NFTs that are coming out, they will be compatible with this NFT wager staking game, correct? in the future?
Yeah. We haven't announced exactly how they're going to influence the game yet. It I can't really go fully into that because,
Understand?
like I said, it hasn't been announced. But they will be a part of the game.
I was wondering that too. I was wondering in my head, I was like, are they going to use these characters as drivers? That'd be cool.
No, not the NFTs. The NFTs won't be the drivers. The characters of our partners will be the drivers. So, like the ones I've mentioned, Scarecrow, you'll be able to drive as Scarecrow, or Croaky when they relaunch, or Crony or Baby Croge. People will be able to drive as them. But there are certain other things which we can utilize the NFTs for, other than the driver. Because obviously we'll have racetracks. That's another thing I wanted to mention. So what we will be doing later down the line, maybe not in the alpha or the beta release of the game, but we want to have sponsored racetracks, so you can choose your track as well. So for example, Croge could come to us and say, I want to sponsor a track. So the track will be actually themed as their kind of brand, if you see what I mean.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, bro. So I just have one more question for you. This game that you have coming up, is it going to be like a play to earn game or something like that, or is it just like for fun? How's that?
So we don't like play to earn because it dilutes the supply of the project, and we haven't ever seen it go well. Because basically you're saying the more you play it, the more supply is going out into the open. That's why we wanted to go for the wager style, so people are using their own crow to play it. So it will be played to earn. You'll be earning if you win, but it will be boosting the chart rather than diluting the supply, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, it's the money that the players put up that's at stake, so it doesn't come from the actual supply.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I gotta say, man, I'm definitely, and I think there's a lot of other people in this chat that feel this way, but I'm definitely gonna hodl my bag for a long time. I'm not gonna say that I won't take a little profits here and there, but I'm definitely gonna hold my big old bag that I got as long as I possibly can, and keep supporting you guys.
Well,
And
you got it very,
people
very early on, so you're incredibly lucky. I remember you from day one. You were in there. I don't know how you found us so early, but fair play to you.
That was Tyler, man. We were like tossing new projects to each other, and then he tossed that one, and we were like, let's go buy some and go crazy in the Telegram with these guys. And yeah, that's how that happened. I really appreciate him for that.
We've been really lucky that you found us so early, and Tyler and other people that we made community mods, because it's really your support that has helped us so much. We're just two people, we're making everything ourselves. We've developed everything: the website, the stickers, the graphics. We do the marketing. We do the NFTs, the contract, and the community management. But having you guys help us with that has been incredible, and we got extremely lucky that at the start such experienced and knowledgeable people found us, and nice people. Everybody's been really friendly and nice. I've enjoyed it. It's not been like work for me. It hasn't been a chore. It's been great just sitting there chatting with our community all day. I love it.
Yeah, man, you definitely lucked out on that. I think it was meant to be, as far as the people that came into your life, and your buddy Scrosaurus's life to help you run this, because I know how it is dealing with the public. I do moving. That's my main source of income, so I deal with a lot of crazy people, man. Especially dealing with that type of business, but just dealing with people in general is super hard. And there's a lot of people out there that really they don't know how to keep their mouth quiet on certain things. Like they just assume stuff, and they're always causing drama, and like just think, It's just people don't really think. They get really emotionally involved in the stuff, and they don't really understand the process of how this works. It takes time to make a lot of money in this, and people start fudding if they don't make $20,000 in 3 days. So
Well,
I give
that's why I
that.
like Cronos. I like Cronos because you don't have those like when questions. People understand that Rome wasn't built in a day. Things have processes, things have time limits. But if you find a good project, like I'm KYC'd, the liquidity is locked, everything's safe, the contract works. We put the hours in, the community responds to it. If you find a project like that, and they start delivering like we are, you just need to hold it. You don't need to do anything else. Obviously, we've had people supporting us. Like you made us a song, which is fantastic, and we had Darth. He made us a Discord, and we have Rob making hundreds and hundreds of memes. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who's doing these things off their own back. They love the projects and they want to support it in these different ways. I've never experienced something like this before, so it's been incredible.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that, and I'm sure everybody else does as well. I was gonna also tell you why I had you on here. I'm gonna be. I got a little bit of spare time coming up for the next probably 4 or 5 days because it always gets slow at certain times I'm moving. So I'm gonna be pumping out some YouTube videos. I'm gonna fit you guys in there. That way I can hopefully get you guys some more investors in. Might not be anything crazy, but the cool thing about YouTube is the video never disappears. So it could be something that brings investors in, through a long term.
Man, I love it. I appreciate that because even just to have content is amazing, because you might bring some investors in, you might not. It doesn't matter because later on, we're going to have content when we're massive. People will go back and look at these videos, listen to the song and look at the memes. Even though we're not huge now, we will be later on. So we appreciate all this content.
No problem, man. So hey guys, if there's anybody in the community that wants to step up to the mic and just kind of either they can ask a question, or if they're already familiar with the project, just speak on how they feel about it, or wants to put any sort of input in, or anything is welcome. So the spotlight is yours.
I just want to say I see a couple of people in here that have been supporting us from day one, and especially Guchitos and Higher Buyer. They've actually just started mini Scarecrow, which is amazing. I love it. The fact that we've grown to the point where we've now got a rewards token that rewards in our token. And they're community members. They wanted to do it off their own back, and yeah, I just wanted to give them a shout out too.
Oh hell yeah! I didn't know that they was the ones that started it. I called them, I believe, this morning, and looked like they had some buys come in.
Yeah, I mean it's great because we've got to know them over the period of the last 3 weeks, and we can see that they're good guys and they're trustworthy. So it's always good when you can form partnerships, especially when we haven't formed an official partnership yet. But I mean, they're holders of our token, and they're all whales as well, I think. So it's fantastic that they're running that. It's better than just a random dev doing it.
Yeah, man, that's badass. That's pretty cool to see. I think I was out of money on my card, so I was gonna buy a bag of it. I think I'm gonna have to go to the bank tomorrow and get me a bag of that as well. But why it's still cheap? Because I know it's gonna be like a chain reaction when Scarecrow blows up. It's gonna follow like its little brother.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the ideal situation, and obviously that gives more volume for us as well, and that gives more rewards to our holders. Yeah, it's win-win.
Yeah, man. I mean, could you imagine having a max bag of that and it's at a really good market cap, and you're able to earn extra money from Scarecrow. Say if it's paying you even a couple $100 a month. I mean, dude, that's some of your utilities at your house.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much now we've given out in Crow, but I think it's probably about 70,000 now, which is amazing. You know, the dollar value of it is probably close to $15,000 given out in the first 3 weeks, which is unreal.
Yeah, man, that's totally nuts. I can't even lie, man. Most of my Crow rewards go to buying new coins, just complete gambles, and I appreciate it. It's awesome.
That's good, man. It's giving you your your gambling fund, which is basically free, you know, because you're living off your passive return.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Well, hey, Funky, if you have anything else you want to say before we close up the AMA, you're more than welcome to speak on anything. If there's anything else you wanted to tell the community.
No, I think we covered it. I'll be doing more AMAs when we have the date of the NFT launch. I can't really add anything else right now because we're just working on things behind the scenes. I don't really have any. Obviously, we have new news all the time with the partnerships and things like that. But the big news will come when we've set the launch date for the NFTs. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. Join our future AMAs, and obviously follow Winslow. He's a good guy. He does a lot to help other projects, and he should be appreciated.
Awesome, brother. Appreciate the feedback. I appreciate you showing up here today. That way I could do this recorded AMA. And I look forward to working with you in the future, brother. I hope you have a good day.
Thanks, man. Take care.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Funky. Stop by.
Cheers, Chucky.